Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I am driving this, the Lexus ES300. Oh sorry, this is the Toyota Camry, the 8th generation of the Camry, and straight away look at it. I mean, the grill seems too big over here at the bumper. But yes, it does look better in person. Definitely much better than what it looks in pictures. As you can see, this is the fog lamp placed over here. And yes, the grille is becoming larger and larger and larger. And the Toyota logo has this blue surrounds. That is to signify that this is a hybrid vehicle. And straight away, let's open the engine bay of this vehicle. Obviously, it gets hydraulic struts. This is the hybrid engine. It's a 2.5 litre engine. We'll come to that in a bit when you're driving the vehicle. And everything seems very neatly packed, and obviously there's insulation over here as well. Now this vehicle is actually on, the engine is not on, but it is on battery power. Soon the battery power will get exhausted and the engine will kick in, which you will be able to hear. And as you can see, the lights are really very nice. Look at the attention to detail in the lights. Projector setup is over here and beautiful LED DRLs over here. Definitely this car looks quite attractive on the road. What Toyota has done is made it wider, longer, and actually decreased the height of this vehicle for a lower center of gravity. The wheelbase has been increased by 49 mm, hybrid written over here. The wheels are kind of plain and basic. Now this vehicle is running on 235, 45, 18 inches. 45 profile is a little low for Indian conditions. The mirror has also been moved behind. Yeah, the outside rear view mirrors have been moved behind. This is in order to reduce the blind spot. In fact, the A-pillar has also been made thinner. Yes, and as you can see, it has these cuts over here. Certainly a more aerodynamic car now. From the side, you can see this is a long vehicle. In fact, if you remove the Toyota badge from this vehicle, you might think that this is a Lexus because it is actually based on the ES300H. And chrome door handles, of course, looks really very nice. Okay, it's ringing because the key is in my hand. This is the key of this vehicle. So, I'll just show that to you. So, this is the key of the vehicle, Camry written over here. At the rear, I mean, it has typical Toyota Camry elements as well, hybrid written over here. And this kind of looks weird, how the bumper extension is. Gets a single exhaust over here, although there's a cut over there, but there's no exhaust over there. Rear parking sensors, rear camera over there. And let me quickly show you the vehicle from the side to tell you exactly how long it is. Well, yes, it is a long vehicle. Let's quickly open the boot. And there's no point opening the boot because obviously there's a lot of stuff lying in the boot right now. This is how the boot opens. And you can notice there's a key slot over here just in case this fails. Yeah, the boot is completely filled. Boot is decent size. Actually, they've removed the battery from here. Earlier, the battery was placed over here. Now it's gone under the rear seats. Meanwhile, it also gets a full-size spare wheel along with an alloy. That's again a very nice touch. Now let's quickly get into the rear seat of this vehicle. And the doors open large and wide. You can see the door pockets are large enough. Nice piano black finishing over here. The seat is on the lower side, but I'll tell you something, the Camry has always had good amount of space on offer, and this car is no different at all. I mean, the seats are really very nice. Scooped out seat back is not there, but you don't need it. There's a magazine holder over here, twin AC vents over here, and there are twin USB ports over here as well at the rear. That's again a very nice touch. Now the floor isn't flat completely, so 2 people are comfortable, 3 not so much, but you do get 3 headrests over here. These are adjustable headrests. Now I know there's a lot of stuff lying in this car. Anyways, opening the center armrest over here, as you can see, it gets a nice touch display over here. It's very nice. Press this button to put the shades down, the rear shades. Meanwhile, obviously you can also move this seat ahead if you want. I'm talking about the seat over here. You can adjust the seat completely, full electric adjustment over here. Meanwhile, I mean, all the controls are over here, including for the audio as well as the air conditioning. And this is a very slick system to use. Twin cup holders over here. So this system is really very slick. I like it. You can control each and everything you want from here. And being a touch, it is even better. The seat comfort is really very nice. This is a very nice place to be in. In fact, the Camry is more so a chauffeur-driven car. Good amount of headroom on offer. Good amount of knee room, leg room as well. There are sun blinds over here on the side too. Yeah, manually adjustable. There's a light placed over here. The light is like really small, but it is still very much useful. Now, the best thing about the Camry is that it gives a very airy feeling over here because of the beige treatment on the seats as well as the door pads. And you can access the boot by opening it like this. And yes, there's a bottle over here. Any which ways, let's quickly get into the front seats. So let me tell you something, the seats are extremely comfortable. This car has 9 airbags. That's right, 9 airbags are on offer. So now the driver's seat, there's a lot to talk about over here. As you can see, the door pockets are decent size, a lot of buttons over here. It gets memory seats for the driver, electric adjust for the driver's seat as well, power window controls over here, mirror controls over here. And as you can see, there's a dead pedal over here. This is to open the boot, this is to open the fuel lid, this is to turn off traction control, this is the start stop button, and the seats are extremely comfortable. And the best thing is that the front seats get ventilated function. So this is the button for the ventilated function for the front seats. This is the parking brake, electronic parking brake. This is the EV mode, pure EV mode, auto hold, and these are the modes, eco, normal as well as sport. This is the gear lever, the twin cup holders over here. There's space to keep stuff over here, and there's a 12-volt charging socket over here. There's a USB plug over here, and the design of the interior is really very nice. You can see this is a beautiful design. The glove box is decent size, not really very big, but it can be locked with the key. And I love the design of the dash. It's very nice, very functional, and of course there's plenty of features on offer. Auto dimming inside rear view mirror. There's a moon roof as well, sunroof, moonroof, whatever you want to call it, but you have to manually pull this. Obviously when you open the roof by pressing this button, then it also takes the sun blind behind as well. Press it once more to open it further. To close it, press this, and there it closes, but this has to be manually put back. Now there's obviously a mirror over here along with a light. Same is the case over here, mirror along with a light. And this car's audio system is very nice. If I can see, the screen is very crisp. The screen over here is also very crisp, which will tell you exactly a lot of details, including how is the hybrid powertrain, how much battery is used, and how much charge is there. In fact, navigation display is also shown over here. It also gets a heads-up display over there, which is showing both speed, RPM, as well as which gear you are in, and the navigation data as well over there. So as you can see, the cabin is really nice. In fact, below over here you have got a massive storage space as well below the front center armrest. Meanwhile, the best thing about this car is that this system is very slick. So getting into home, plenty of things to see over here. Unfortunately, there's one problem over here. It doesn't get Apple CarPlay, it doesn't get Android Auto connectivity. It gets a 3-zone climate control system, and you can see it's 3-zone right now. Electric motor, battery, and engine. It'll show you exactly how the charge is working on this vehicle, how the engine is powering the electric motor, and how the battery is powering the electric motor. It obviously gets a slew of interesting technologies, including regenerative braking, which we'll talk about when we're driving this vehicle. So nice controls, everything feels nice and easy. In fact, these are actually the controls to go through that multi-information display over there. And there you can see driving assist. It will have a compass, eco accelerator guidance will tell you how it's been your start, cruise, and stop as well. And there are just too many features over here, parking assist and whatnot. And these are actually the controls for the cruise control. Let's quickly get into reverse. This is the reverse parking camera. It obviously gets adaptive guidelines, and you can obviously change the mode as well, how you want to see the reverse parking camera. Meanwhile, it also gets rear parking sensors. It gets something known as Nano E for the air conditioning. I don't know exactly what it means, but if you know it, please leave it in the comment section below. Over here you get a CD player too, which I think is an overkill in this time because nobody actually uses CD. Air conditioning works really well. This display is very crisp, and this audio system, this JBL unit, gets a slew of speakers. Audio quality is really very nice, but like I told you, it doesn't get Apple CarPlay, it doesn't get Android Auto connectivity. Car just turned on right now. By the way, another interesting bit about this vehicle is, which I didn't tell you before, is the fact that the audio system can actually boost the bitrate of the song. So if you're having a low bitrate, this audio system will boost it to give you a better acoustic experience. So over here, as you can see, there is no tachometer on offer, but you get a charge, eco, and power indicator. However, there's a tachometer placed over there. Interesting vehicle, lot of features, well finished, and certainly a car which feels premium. This is actually the button to scroll through this, which channel you want. This is the power volume button. So let's quickly play audio. As you heard, audio quality is very nice. Let's quickly get driving. Alright, we are all set to go, which means turning off the air conditioning, getting into sport mode, turning off traction control, and left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, revving the motor. It says accelerator and brake pedals press simultaneously. Yes, I know that, and off we go. Full power, and there's good amount of thrust on offer. This eCVT gearbox continuously revs. Yeah, that's one problem. Otherwise, the performance is really very nice. So the eCVT gearbox could have done with better, management of the gear ratios, but it just keeps revving and revving and revving. There's good amount of thrust on offer. It's very impressive the way this car accelerates, considering it is a heavy vehicle. It is by no means a light car, and it is heavy. You know why? Because it has a heavy battery. But this 2.5 liter engine might be the same as before. Toyota says it is an all new engine. Well, it's possible it is, because there's a lot of tweaks which have been made. It's very refined, offers great mileage. In fact, the claim mileage is 23.27 kilometers per liter for a petrol engine. That is absolutely stellar. So as I get into the gas, I realize there's just so much punch on offer. It relentlessly pulls, it keeps pulling, and there is absolutely no bogging down. This 2.5 liter engine produces 175 horsepower and 212 newton meters of torque. Now this is the engine alone. The battery gives it an additional 118 horsepower, and you know what, the battery is charged on the go when you brake, obviously, as well as from the electric motor. There's a battery, there's an electric motor. The battery actually powers the electric motor and gives it good amount of thrust. In fact, thrust is really very nice, and that guy was actually using his phone. He forgot he needs to turn. Anyways, onto the gas. The problem is this car feels very soggy. The suspension is on the softer side. This isn't a driver's car, although Toyota has done a great job of giving the steering some feel. Remember, the older Camry had absolutely no feel from the steering. This one feels dramatically better. It feels so much better to drive, I can't tell you. But still, it isn't a driver's car by any means of imagination. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator and brake pedals pressed simultaneously. Thank you so much for telling me, Camry. I didn't know I'm doing that. Anyways, off we are. Good amount of thrust on offer. I'm so impressed by the acceleration. It feels so slick, and refinement level is also good. But the good thing is that it becomes sporty. You know, as you push it hard and fast, it becomes sporty. I only miss a tachometer over here, although there's a tachometer over there, and the heads-up display, which is also very nice. Good amount of punch on offer. Ride quality is great because the soft suspension, it really rides beautifully well. In fact, getting an overtake done is no issue at all because there's paddle shifters on offer. So here we go, and no problemo there. It is so smooth. This powertrain is really a gem in this vehicle. In fact, the highlight of this car has to be its powertrain. It is just phenomenal. I mean, this hybrid electric motor does such a great job. I'm supremely impressed by it. What I really don't like is that still it's no way a driver's car. They've increased the wheelbase, which obviously helps in high-speed stability, but makes it a cumbersome car to drive actually, because it just feels a handful around corners. There's a lot of body roll on offer, and the steering, like I told you, it weighs brilliantly well compared to the older car. It's still not up to Skoda Superb standards, which is, by the way, its primary rival. Onto the gas, and here we go. So should you buy a Toyota Camry at rupees 45 lakhs? Now that is a great question. This car is pretty good, no denying that fact. It can give a run for its money to other more established vehicles from premium brands like, of course, Mercedes-Benz's C-Class, as well as BMW's 3 Series, because this offers a lot more in terms of space and all. But the lack of diesel engine is really a bummer. But with the hybrid powertrain, obviously they're offering you great mileage as well, and most importantly, it offers a lot of features, and definitely is a car which punches way above its weight thanks to the great performance on offer. I'm a big fan of the Camry. I really like it, and I find it much better than the Honda Accord. Obviously, this 8th generation car has improved leaps and bounds. It uses a TNGA architecture, which is known as the Toyota New Global Architecture, which obviously gives it much better dynamics than before. This is by far the best Camry ever. I love it. And if you guys like this vlog, you know what you have to do. Give it a thumbs up, that's a like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video real soon. Bye bye.